I think it was the same week that Patrick was walking by the studio while I was recording something with the Tone Master. And he just came right in and he goes, "What app is that?" "Oh, that's my Tone Master from the 50s. And he's like, "Do you mind if we're looking for a different sound for this one song. Do you mind if I get Ed to come and listen to this amp?" And I'm like, "Ed," he goes, "Van Halen." He's like, "Hey, Ed, it's Pat. I'm at Henson, man. Can you come down here?" "Oh, you're okay. You're in the middle of something. That's cool. Can you come by tomorrow?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Cool if Ed comes by tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay, sure." I'm like, "Wow, okay." And he goes, "Yeah, he's changing the shower nozzle in his wife's shower, so he's doing that. He's gonna come tomorrow." And I'm like, "What? How is this happening?" So now I'm on pins and needles the entire day. "Guys, we can work up until 2:30, and from 2:30 to 3 o'clock, I gotta get ready to meet him. So if you guys don't mind, let's quit for lunch. You guys go have lunch. I'll mentally prepare for this moment. And at 3 o'clock, Ed's walking in." And they're like, "Yeah, that's cool." It was Kenny Aronoff on drums. It might have been Chris Chaney on bass, but I don't know if he was there that day. Roger Manning from Jellyfish on keys. That was the band. So cool band.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, so I'm sitting I don't want to miss him walking in, right? So I'm sitting on the bench. I'm like a kid, right? This is like Santa Claus coming. And so he walks in with two hard shell cases himself, nobody with him, two hard shell cases. And I'm like, "Wow." He goes, "You Phil?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, Pat told me to come and meet you and listen to this amp." I'm going, "Yeah, right this way." Walk in. Like, and I think he said I'm Eddie Van Halen kind of thing. I'm like, have you ever had to announce who you are since the beginning of Van Halen ever? But okay, I get it. So we walk in the back, and he didn't bring a tech or anything. He was just, and it opens up both cases, and one is a Frankenstrat with a wolfy neck,
Right.
and the other one is a Ripley Telly.
Okay. The natural one. There's a natural one, right?
Bizarre. Well, bizarre, right?
Right.
So what am I plugging into? I go, "This amp right here." And he goes, "Okay, cool." So he plugs in, give him the line, and he's got the Frankenstrat with the wolfie. I go, "Dude, a Frankenstrat with a wolfy neck." He goes, "Yeah, I'm a tinkerer." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And I'm just witnessing this firsthand, right? So he starts playing, and he's like, "What is that thing?" I go, it's an old Tone Master from the 50s from Illinois." And he goes, "I got 100 of those in a garage." And I'm like, "Yeah, but this one's kind of special. I don't know if it's because the speaker's almost falling apart, but when I crank it this way and with that guitar, you're going to get some really nice squishy vibe." And he started playing. He goes, "Interesting." And he's playing. And I go, "You should try it with this overdrive pedal." And he goes, "I don't use overdrive pedals." And if it was anybody else, I would have said, "Don't be a fucking idiot. Try with this pedal." But it was Eddie Van Halen. So what am I going to say?
Right.
So it was at this moment that we just started talking about stuff. I go, I think I heard about this garage. You got 100 plexis, 100 twins, 100, now you have 100, Tone Masters. And he goes, "Yeah, I like to collect stuff and that kind of thing." So we were kind of shooting the shit a little bit. "So what are you doing here?" I go, "Oh, I play guitar. I'm, just playing guitar on this project." And, I try to change up the sound. So I bring like 4 or 5 amps. I got my Marshall JMP from 76. I got this amp. I got that amp. And this is the Tone Master. I use it on overdubs because it just sits. You can record 2 Marshall stacks, and if you put more Marshall on there, everything gets lost. But if you put a Tone Master on top of it for the overdub, it sings. And he's like, "Wow, that's cool." And at that moment, my phone rang, and my ring's been unchained for like 20 years.
right.
So I get the I get the Unchained is just blaring out of my phone in the live room of Studio B, and I get the big giant Eddie Van Halen smile and goes, "Nice ringtone."